Welcome to English Guru classes. Please click the red subscribe button and press the bell icon to receive all latest updates and notifications. Hello students, a very good morning to all of you. In today's session, we are going to read and enjoy a very interesting story entitled A Triumph of Surgery, written by James Herriot. But students, before going through the story, first of all, let's try to know something about the author and the summary of the story. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the author. James Alfred Wyatt, born on 3rd October 1916 in Sunderland, England, and died on 23rd February 1995 at home in Thurlby, popularly known by the pen name James Herriot, was a British veterinary surgeon and writer. His father's name was James Henry Wyatt and his mother's name was Hannah Bell Wyatt. He has written this story, A Triumph of Surgery, which deals with the story of a pampered and overfed small dog named Tricky and his recovery as a triumph of surgery. Here, pampered means one who is treated with extreme or excessive care and attention. Okay students, now let me introduce summary of the lesson. Tricky, a small dog, is pampered and overfed by his rich mistress. इस लेसन में ट्रिकी एक छोटा सा डॉग है जो कि उसकी धनी मालकिन के द्वारा पैम्पर्ड है और ओवरफेड है, यानी उसे बहुत ज़्यादा लाड प्यार में पाला गया है और उसे खाने के लिए भी बहुत ज़्यादा दिया जाता है, हद से ज़्यादा उसे खाने को दिया जाता है. ही फॉल्स सीरियसली इल, वह बहुत गंभीर बीमार पड़ जाता है. एंड हिज मिस्ट्रेस कंसल्ट्स अ वेटरनरी सर्जन, और उसकी जो मालकिन है वो एक पशुओं के शल्य चिकित्सक से संपर्क करती हैं. डज ही परफॉर्म एन ऑपरेशन, तो क्या वह डॉक्टर उस ट्रिकी का कोई ऑपरेशन करता है. डज द डॉग रिकवर, क्या डॉग फिर से ठीक हो जाता है, पहले जैसा हो जाता है. कीपिंग इन माइंड ऑल दिस थिंग्स, first of all, I will discuss the summary and then I will explain the lesson. Alright. So the story starts when a rich lady, Mrs. Pumphrey, is out with her small pet dog Tricky for a walk. She loves her dog very much and is unable to refuse anything to give him, like cream cakes and chocolates. When the narrator sees the dog with his mistress, he is shocked at the appearance of the dog, as he had become hugely fat, like a bloated sausage, with a leg at each corner. While talking to Mrs. Pumphrey, the narrator James Herriot, or you can say veterinary surgeon, realizes that she has been overfeeding Tricky and also had been giving him things that the dog Tricky should not eat. Soon Tricky falls seriously ill and Mrs. Pumphrey consults a veterinary surgeon, Mr. Herriot, or the narrator, for help. The narrator had made his plans in advance. He suggested that Tricky should be hospitalized for about a fortnight, means 15 days. Mrs. Pumphrey is unwilling to send him Tricky away, but the only way suggested by Mr. Herriot is to get him hospitalized for 15 days in order to be kept under observation and to get him recover from illness. The narrator took the dog in his car. Mrs. Pumphrey gave Tricky's belongings, like his night bed, favorite cushions, toys and rubber rings, breakfast bowl, lunch bowl, supper bowl and armful of the little coats, etc. In the hospital for 2 days, the narrator kept an eye on Tricky. He gave it no food but plenty of water. On the third day, it started whimpering. Here, whimpering means cry weakly or softly on seeing other dogs. Gradually, the progress of the dog was rapid. He had no medicinal treatment of any kind, but all day he ran about with the dogs, joining in their friendly scrimmages. Here, scrimmages means rough or confused struggle. After a fortnight, means after 15 days, the narrator rang her up and told Mrs. Pumphrey that the little dog had recovered and was awaiting collection. Mrs. Pumphrey arrived at the narrator's surgery in a big car. She asked him if the dog was better. The narrator told her that the dog was fine. He would bring it to her. When Tricky saw its mistress, it ran into Mrs. Pumphrey's lap. It began licking her face and barking. The narrator helped the chauffeur, here chauffeur means driver, to bring out Tricky's various things like the beds, toys, cushions, coats and bowls, none of which had been used. As the car moved away, Mrs. Pumphrey leaned out of the window. Tears shone in her eyes. Her lips trembled. "Oh, Mr. Harriot," she cried, "how can I ever thank you? This is a triumph of surgery." Mrs. Pumphrey said that she won't be able to ever thank him for all this wonder, and she said that his surgery had been successful as Tricky was now cured. Alright students, now I will explain the lesson. Before that, there are some questions. Let's see. Why is Mrs. Pumphrey worried about Tricky? Mrs. Pumphrey Tricky के बारे में चिंतित क्यों हैं? What does she do to help him? Tricky की हेल्प करने के लिए मिसेस पंफ्री क्या करती हैं? Is she wise in this? क्या वो ऐसा करने में बुद्धिमानी प्रदर्शित करती हैं? Who does I refer to in this story? और इस कहानी में I किसको संदर्भित करता है या I किसके लिए आया है? So after going through part 1 of this story, we have to find answers of these questions also. So first, let's see the explanations. I was really worried about Tricky this time. Here the narrator says that when he saw Mrs. Pumphrey with her dog Tricky, he was really worried. I had pulled up my car when I saw him in the street with his mistress, and I was shocked at his appearance. He had pulled up. Here pulled up means stopped, or you can say caused to stop. He had pulled up his car when he saw the dog in the street with his mistress, and he was very much shocked at the appearance of the dog, as he looked like a bloated sausage. He had become hugely fat like a bloated sausage with leg at each corner. Here bloated sausage means swollen or excessively fat. Tricky had become excessively fat as he was greedy and loved food but did no exercise. His eyes, bloodshot and rheumy, stared straight ahead, and his tongue lolled from his jaws. Here bloodshot means full of red lines and rheumy means damp and unhealthy. The dog's eyes bloodshot and rheumy means his eyes are red and watery. He looked fixedly ahead and his tongue lolled from his jaws. Here lolled means hang loosely. Mrs. Pumphrey hastened to explain. He was so listless, Mr. Harriet. Here hastened means to act quickly, and here listless means lacking energy and enthusiasm. Mrs. Pumphrey, the owner of the dog, acted quickly to give explanation. She told Mr. Harriet that the dog was so listless, means the dog did not have any energy and excitement. I thought he must be suffering from malnutrition. Here malnutrition means lack of proper nutrition. In Hindi, kuposhan. So I have been giving him some little extras between meals to build him up. Some malt. Here malt is a substance made from grain that has been soaked in water and then dried in hot oven. Malt is also used in the production of whiskey, beer and other alcoholic drinks. So I have been giving him some little extras between meals to build him up, some malt and cod liver oil. Here cod liver oil means cod machli ka tel, an oil obtained from the livers of cod and similar fishes taken orally as a source of vitamins A and D. So I have been giving him some little extras between meals to build him up, some malt and cod liver oil and a bowl of Horlicks at night to make him sleep, nothing much really. Mrs. Pumphrey, a wealthy woman who loved her dog too much, told Mr. Harriet that she thought that Tricky was suffering from malnutrition, means lack of proper nutrition. So she had been giving him some little extras, means apart from his regular meals, like malt, cod liver oil and a bowl of Horlicks at night to build him up and so that he could sleep at night. She says nothing much really. Although she gave him access to it, in spite, she is saying that she is not giving the dog much to eat. And did you cut down on the sweet things as I told you? Then the narrator asks Mrs. Pumphrey if she had cut down his sweets as he had asked her to do. Mrs. Pumphrey said, "Oh, I did for a bit, but he seemed to be so weak I had to relent." Here relent means naram pad jana, in English change one's mind, do a U-turn or to become less severe or intense. Mrs. Pumphrey replies that she did it for a while, but she felt that the dog was getting weaker. On account of this, she had to relent, means she had to stop being so harsh with him. He does love cream cakes and chocolates, so I can't bear to refuse him. Mrs. Pumphrey also tells Mr. Harriet that the dog loved cream cakes and chocolates very much, means these were his favorite things, so she could not bear to refuse him. Here, she could not bear to refuse him means she was unable to refuse him cakes and chocolates. I looked down again at the little dog. That was the trouble. Tricky's only fault was greed. He had never been known to refuse food. When the narrator looked down again at the little dog Tricky, he understood Tricky's problem. Tricky's only fault was greed, means he was very greedy and he had never been known to refuse food whatever was given to him to eat. He would tackle a meal at any hour of the day or night, and I wondered about all the things Mrs. Pumphrey hadn't mentioned. The dog would eat a meal at any time of the day or night, as he did not know how to say no to food when his stomach was full. The narrator also thought to himself of all the things that Mrs. Pumphrey wouldn't have mentioned, which she used to feed Tricky. Are you giving him plenty of exercise? Again, the narrator asked Mrs. Pumphrey whether she was giving Tricky enough of exercise. Well, he has his little walks with me, as you can see, but Hodgkin, the gardener, has been down with lumbago. Here, lumbago means muscular pain in the lower part of the back. Well, he has his little walks with me, as you can see, but Hodgkin, the gardener, has been down with lumbago, so there has been no ring throwing lately. Mrs. Pumphrey replies to Mr. Harriot that she does take him out for a walk once in a while, but he is not playing his ring throwing exercise, as the gardener Hodgkin, who takes him out to play, is suffering from lumbago or pain in his lower back. I think it's clear to you. Okay. I tried to sound severe. Now I really mean this. Here, severe means very great or intense. If you don't cut his food right down and give him more exercises, he is going to be really ill. You must harden your heart and keep him on a very strict diet. Diet, Santulit Ahar. Now, the narrator tried to talk seriously to Mrs. Pumphrey that if she did not control Tricky's food or eating habits and increased his exercise, he would soon fall ill. The narrator also advised Mrs. Pumphrey that she should stay strong and strict with Tricky and keep him on a very strict diet. Mrs. Pumphrey wrung her hands. Here, wrung is the simple past tense and past participle of ring, W-R-I-N-G, which means to twist and compress as if in pain or anguish. Oh, I will, Mr. Harriot. I am sure you are right, but it is so difficult, so very difficult. Mrs. Pumphrey wrung her hands. She accepted that although she knew that Mr. Harriot was right, but it was too difficult for her to refuse Tricky for anything. She set off. Here, set off means to begin a journey or to leave a place. Head down along the road as if determined to put the new regime. Here, regime means a set of rules about food or prescribed course of exercise and diet into practice immediately. She set off, head down along the road as if determined to put the new regime into practice immediately. Now, Mrs. Pumphrey left the place as if she was determined to follow the new regime or prescribed course of exercise and diet properly as advised by Mr. Harriot. I watched their progress with growing concern. The narrator, Mr. Harriot, was watching them go and looking at Tricky's walking unsteadily. अनस्टेडली मीन्स इन हिंदी लड़खड़ाता हुआ एंड इन इंग्लिश इन एन अनस्टेडी मैनर। यानी जब मिसेस पम्फ्री अपने डॉग के साथ वहाँ से जा रही थी तो मिस्टर हैरियट ने डॉग को लड़खड़ा कर चलते हुए देखा, जो उसकी ट्रिकी के प्रति बढ़ती चिंता का कारण बना। ट्रिकी वॉज टॉटरिंग। हियर टॉटरिंग मीन्स मूव इन अ फीबल, FEEBLE फीबल, और अनस्टेडी, UNSTEADY अनस्टेडी, यानी लड़खड़ाते हुए चलना। ट्रिकी वॉज टॉटरिंग along in his little tweed coat. Here tweed means a rough surfaced woolen cloth, in हिंदी एक प्रकार का ऊनी कपड़ा। Tricky was tottering along in his little tweed coat. He had a whole wardrobe of these coats. Here wardrobe means a large tall cupboard, means almari, or recess means खाली जगह, in which clothes may be hung or stored. Tricky was tottering along in his little tweed coat. He had a whole wardrobe of these coats for the cold weather and a raincoat for the wet days. Tricky was walking unsteadily. The narrator was also looking at the tweed coat, a rough surfaced woolen coat that Tricky was wearing. He had a wardrobe full of these coats for the cold weather and also a raincoat for the wet days, means rainy days. This line also suggests that Mrs. Pumphrey was a very rich lady who could afford a lot of money to spend on her dog. He struggled on, drooping in his harness. Here drooping means hanging down as from exhaustion means थकान, or weakness means कमजोरी, and harness means a set of straps and fittings. It means that the dog was bending downwards towards harness. I thought it wouldn't be long before I heard from Mrs. Pumphrey. The narrator was very sure that soon he would be receiving a call about Tricky's falling ill, and the same thing happened. The expected call came within a few days. The call came after a few days. Mrs. Pumphrey was distraught. Here distraught means extremely worried and upset. In Hindi it means परेशान, विक्षिप्त या घबराया हुआ। Mrs. Pumphrey was very upset or worried. Tricky would eat nothing, refused even his favorite dishes, and besides he had bouts of vomiting. Here bouts means a short period of intense activity of a specified kind. He spent all his time lying on a rug panting. Here rug means floor covering, in Hindi कालीन. Didn't want to go for walks, didn't want to do anything. Now Tricky was not eating anything, not even his favorite dishes, and besides he had bouts of vomiting, means he was vomiting frequently. He did not want to go for walks or do anything. Now let's see next paragraph. I had made my plans in advance. The only way was to get Tricky out of the house for a period. I suggested that he be hospitalized for about a fortnight to be kept under observation. The narrator had made his plans in advance. He knew that the only way to get Tricky well was to get him out of the house for a period, means for a few days. He then suggested Mrs. Pumphrey that it would be good to get Tricky hospitalized and keep him under observation for a fortnight, means for 15 days. The poor lady almost swooned. Here swooned means बेहोश या अचेत हो जाना. In English it means a partial or total loss of consciousness or fainted, especially from extreme emotion. On hearing the suggestion of Mr. Harriot to get Tricky hospitalized for 15 days, Mrs. Pumphrey nearly fainted. She was sure he would pine and die if he did not see her every day. Here, pine means tadapna. In English, it means have a desire for something or someone who is not present. She was sure he would pine and die if he did not see her every day. Here, the narrator says Mrs. Pumphrey was sure that if Tricky did not see her every day, he would surely die. Okay, now let's see next paragraph. But I took a firm line. Tricky was very ill, and this was the only way to save him. In fact, I thought it best to take him without delay, and followed by Mrs. Pumphrey's wailings. Here, wailings means crying with pain, grief or anger. In Hindi it means क्रंदन या दर्दनाक आवाज़. I marched out to the car carrying the little dog wrapped in a blanket. Here marched means to walk quickly and with determination, and wrapped means covered with. But the narrator kept his words. He told Mrs. Pumphrey that this was the only option as Tricky was very ill. Mr. Harriot thought it would be best to get the dog admitted to the hospital as soon as possible. Even though Mrs. Pumphrey was crying, as she did not want her dog to go away from her, he took the dog, wrapped or covered in a blanket, and put the dog in his car. Now let's see next paragraph. The entire staff was roused. Here roused means woken up or caused to stop sleeping, and maids rushed in and out. Here rushed means done or completed too hurriedly. Bringing his day bed, his night bed, favorite cushions. Here cushions means pillow, toys and rubber rings, breakfast bowl, lunch bowl, supper bowl. Here supper means an evening meal. The entire staff of maids were woken up, यानी पूरे स्टाफ को जगाया गया, and asked to bring out Tricky's belongings like his day bed, his night bed, his favorite cushions, toys and rubber rings, his breakfast bowl, his lunch bowl, his supper bowl, etc. Realizing that my car would never hold all the stuff, I started to drive away. Mr. Harriot knew that so much stuff won't fit in his car, so he started to drive away. Mr. Harriot जानता था कि ट्रिकी से संबंधित इतनी सारी वस्तुएं उसकी कार में नहीं आ सकती थी, इसलिए उसने वहाँ से चले जाना ही अच्छा समझा. As I moved off, Mrs. Pumphrey, with a despairing cry, here despairing means showing the loss of all hopes, threw an armful of the little coats through the window. I looked in the mirror before I turned the corner of the drive. Everybody was in tears. As the narrator was leaving with Tricky, Mrs. Pumphrey, with despairing cry, threw a lot of coats of Tricky in the car that he used to wear. As the doctor was turning the car on the turn, he saw through the rear mirror that everybody present over there was in tears, means everyone was crying. Out on the road, I glanced down at the pathetic little animal gasping on the seat by my side. Here, glanced means take a brief or hurried look. In Hindi, झलक या दृष्टि डालना. Pathetic means दयनीय या करुणाजनक. In English, pitiful or pitiable. Gasping means हाँफना. In English, breathe noisily as when one is exhausted. So out on the road, the narrator took a brief or hurried look at the pitiable little dog. He saw that the dog was breathing noisily on the seat by his side. I patted. Here patted means touch quickly and gently with the flat of the hand. In Hindi, थपकी देना या थपथपाना. I patted the head and Tricky made a brave effort to wag his tail. Here wag means move or cause to move a tail rapidly to and fro. The narrator patted the head of Tricky, who responded by wagging or moving his tail. Poor old lad, I said, you haven't a kick in you, but I think I know a cure for you. The doctor then thought and told Tricky that he knew that Tricky did not have any energy, but he knew a cure for him. Now students, I would like to leave here. Part 2 of this lesson will be discussed in next video lecture. But before that, let's try to answer the questions given in the beginning of the story. First question is, why is Mrs. Pumphrey worried about Tricky? The answer of this question will be, Mrs. Pumphrey is worried and distraught because Tricky would not eat anything. It even refused its favorite dishes. It had bouts of vomiting. It spent all its time lying on the rug and panting. Next question is, what does she do to help him? Is she wise in this? The answer of this question will be, she called the doctor to help Tricky. Yes, her decision was wise. The doctor suggested that Tricky should be hospitalized. She soothed and wailed, but let the dog go with the doctor. Ultimately, the doctor was successful in curing Tricky. Next question is, who does I refer to in this story? The answer will be, I refers to the veterinary surgeon Mr. Harriet. Students, I hope part 1 of this lesson would have been clear to you. Soon I'll be back with the second part. So keep watching. Have a great day.